What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital and welcome back to the Premier League Review Show. I am back with the boys, Sebas, like always, and Rami decided to sign that new contract.
Like always, I'm always here.
Rami decided to sign that post-COVID contract for the Football Capital.
I'm always here, bro.
He's on the big money now.
I'm usually behind the camera, maintaining everything.
Oh,
Here's the camera.
what's the guy from Joe Rogan?
Young Jamie.
Young Jamie from Joe Rogan, young Rami. But yeah, guys, we are back for another week. The Premier League keeps throwing surprises at us every week. There's another crazy result.
I know.
Like United winning. That one was the most craziest
that's
one
not
this
crazy.
week.
3-1 is too low.
But yeah, guys, look, we'll start off with the early games. Are we in the right?
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
Brighton at home to Burnley, 0-0.
Is that the first one?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton 0-0.
Come on, man.
I mean, look, Brighton struggling, and Burnley actually. Burnley hasn't won a game this year. Are they going to go down finally?
Have Burnley not won a game yet?
Never won a game.
Because I know Fulham broke that curse last week, but these guys still going.
Sheffield as well.
I think two teams that haven't won yet, and West
Brom.
3 draws.
Look at Fulham out of the relegation with a win.
And they could have got a draw this week. Imagine they get relegated after that
gosh.
Panenka, but we'll speak a little
We'll
bit
speak about that drama later. But yeah, what's going on with look, is Burnley finally going to get relegated? Your prediction every season, you're dying for it. Is it going to
I'm
happen?
dying for it, but then I'm hearing there's going to be this Sheikh takeover,
I don't know, but there's always
$200 million Sheikh takeover,
that's the
new
crazy
oil money. Why would they want to buy Burnley though?
You never know.
What's so interesting about Burnley that
We don't know.
They want to
or
build
just a business?
They want to build a stadium in there.
But yeah, look, they're struggling. I don't know, Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche.
Yep.
He's had him playing well the last couple of seasons. This year, it's not looking the best. I mean, Brighton haven't been the best either this year.
Well, how is this for a stat? They had 19 shots and only 3 on target.
This is Burnley.
That's Brighton. Burnley had 4 and 1 on target.
They probably had the most creative chances against United.
Yeah,
Of
we
course.
offer that.
I reckon
Part of the plan.
Come versus us and you get your stats up.
we created the chances for them.
But yeah,
But
it's,
look,
not, it's not
man.
looking good. Matty Ryan started again after being dropped last week.
Hey, he got me some good points on fantasy, man.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm
About
not
time.
complaining.
Big
About
fat
time.
clean
I'm not
sheet.
complaining there. But look, there's not much really to speak about when it comes to Brighton and Burnley.
Nil or draws as well. Not much action.
There's no goals.
That's what
There's
you
nothing
expect.
happening. Sorry, mate. I'm getting a message on my phone.
Sean Dyche, mate, you want to be our
Stop
manager?
talking shit.
I'm not taking that role.
Why not, man? You get them back, get them back into the championship where they belong. Do it for me, bro. Do it for me.
Stick to park football. But anyway, look.
Well, that is park football, Burnley.
It is.
Turf Moor.
Sunday league.
It's
But
like
look,
it's like playing a bloody Marconi backfields.
Oh, but they're
It's a
even
nice
better.
pitch, but
Don't offend Marconi.
Southampton,
Yeah, 2-0 at home. They're looking good this season, man.
bro, they're killing
they
it.
were first for a couple of days.
They
A
look.
day or so, they were first.
Like 12 hours probably.
12 hours, yeah, and close enough.
Good. Yeah, you take it. It's more than we can say.
Yeah, hard.
Look,
We haven't
and-
when's the last time we were first?
Che Adams is with the goods. You think that they'd be in a bit of trouble with no Danny
Danny
Ings being
Ings.
No
injured,
Ings,
but
and they're still
jeez.
pulling the victories.
Yeah,
It
man.
doesn't matter.
But
Pretty
you know
big.
what? They still have a like decent squad.
And they started shit.
Even with
but
Theo Walcott back into the team.
Yeah.
Redmond coming off the bench, Long coming off the bench.
Yeah.
They've got some. They got
Shane
some
Long's been
experience.
good for him in the last.
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
great impact player, especially in the last couple of seasons.
But
You've
man,
seen
he's good.
Just like they got Adams and Walcott, for example, and these are 2 players that played in the Premier League,
yeah.
and they have the experience behind them. And then you have these bigger clubs with smaller players that have never played in the league before that are struggling. The veterans are showing
Yeah,
up.
but they
man.
got some. Look, sometimes you don't need to be an $80 million player.
No.
Ward Prowse, you
That's
can
what I
always
mean.
rely on him.
Oh,
And
That's
then-
what I mean. You
Prowse.
don't need to be $80 million, $50 million player.
even
to
Walker
Prowse and
Peters.
Walker Peters
Yeah,
killing
yeah.
it too.
Like-
Great defense.
Quality team, man. Look, they're doing good this season. What are they sitting in the ladder now? How are they looking in the ladder?
I think
They'll
they've
be like
been
equal
second. Or they dropped to fourth.
Yeah, but they're 2
Oh,
points from
they're
first.
2 points
from
away.
first, yeah.
Like, how good's that?
And they
Wolves-
started slow. Imagine they didn't start slow this season. Like, I think they got a couple losses in the first few weeks, right?
They started this slightly slow, but look, yeah, that's right. They weren't winning, but Ings was still scoring 2 goals.
Yeah.
But again,
Look at their
2-0.
the last 5 games.
Last 5 is the best
four,
in the league.
4 wins, 1 draw.
Look at that.
Equal with Tottenham.
But on the flip side, should Newcastle be worried? What's going on with Newcastle?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you expect them to win this game?
No, not against Sunderland.
That
Southampton.
Southampton. Southampton been in good form. Newcastle are up and down this year. You get them games where,
Yeah.
like you said, they beat Everton.
Yeah.
Were you saying they beat Everton and then you lose 4-1 or something to United after that? And then you go Where are they here in Newcastle? Where are they sitting in?
Yeah, but
In 13th.
Which club this season in the Premier League hasn't been like that?
That's what I mean. You draw to Wolves, which
Like,
I know they haven't been the best.
Liverpool
To
lost
be honest,
7-2 to Aston Villa, but
Tottenham's probably been the most like stable, I'd say.
consistent, best kind of.
Yeah, like
Spurs,
yeah, Spurs, probably Spurs.
except for that draw they had against.
Yeah, but that's
They
not
could be
that's not a
first.
loss, bro.
If it wasn't for that Lanzini goal, they're first on top of the
Exactly.
table.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
The last 5. Anyway, we'll touch base on that more. But Leicester lost 2-1-3, but they're still above Tottenham. That's what comes to play. But look, Newcastle.
I think, to be honest, they're
struggle.
they're exactly where they probably
where they belong.
Where they expect.
But look
them
at their
to be.
next game against Chelsea.
Against
they're gonna,
Chelsea,
they're gonna
so-
get whooped because Chelsea's
Yeah,
found
but
their feet as
they're
well.
But there you go. You don't know. They could decide. You know what? Let's step up now. They're at
reckon
home.
against Chelsea?
I don't know.
And beat Chelsea.
I don't know.
How do we know that? We don't know that.
Especially
Yeah.
with this year's Premier League, every week there's a shock. There's a shock bloody fixture.
every single week. Every week.
game.
But
Yeah,
look,
that's
we then saw United away to Everton.
Yeah.
And this was a concerning start for me. I didn't like how we started.
Oh, bro, I was raging.
Do you know what though? Do you know what?
I was nervous in the beginning, man. You can't say in the
Oh,
first.
this guy was Ollie out when the lineup was.
Yeah, it's got Ole
came out,
out.
yeah,
bro. I
because
don't know.
Cavani didn't start. He's Ollie out.
It's not just that, bro. It's not just that.
But look, to be fair, besides conceding that goal, I think we were the better team to begin with. To be honest,
At the beginning,
At the beginning.
nah, they woke
Nah.
up when we copped the goal, bro.
No,
They
no,
played
no.
shit until we
the
until they
first,
copped the goal.
the first couple of minutes. Go watch it back. The first couple of minutes were like, hang on, we're dominating this game.
First couple minutes, and then the next 15, 20, we were
Yeah.
down. I reckon they were over us.
It was like to me, it was like
No, I didn't
a
think so.
very big change in the way we were playing as soon as we copped that goal. But to me,
Which
I
is-
was fuming until we scored even when we scored the first goal.
But usually when we concede first, we don't win. And to be fair, it was a good response.
Yeah, of
Look,
course.
but again, what's frustrating me is we've got a centre half that still can't head the ball,
Yeah.
and again we conceded from him not winning the header. Other than that, he's playing good lately. I can't say much wrong about him and Maguire. He's actually
Lindelof
stepped it
was-
up.
Lindelof
Lindelof's done
did that
quite well
header.
lately.
But it was that Lindelof header that
Lindelof was the
lost
header.
The
sight.
header is what lets him down. How can you be a centre back for United and not head the ball?
yeah, I don't know, bro. He goes out of his way to lose those because he'll always take the back position on the attacking player, and I don't know how
I don't know.
where that comes in. Like,
But look,
to me, he's not confident. But whatever, we won.
Maguire's looked amazing lately.
This game,
Critics aside, I don't care. The last
alright.
two, I reckon. The
this
last 2 or 3
game, especially
games.
this game, showed his leadership,
But-
going forward and in defense.
both.
Maybe should have got a penalty as well.
Some of his passes he was stringing through to the forwards, even
Yeah, yeah.
skipping lines
Yeah.
and hitting the wingers.
Well,
But
that was a big appeal on Harry Maguire was his passing.
Yeah.
But we haven't really seen much. At the beginning when he first signed for us, he was doing it quite well, and then
Yeah.
it kind of dropped off until like you're right what you said. Like he was doing good balls, and I think everyone was up for it this week.
yeah, I think so. But Fred was a standout for me, man.
He was my man of the match.
Oh.
I know Bruno scored the 2 goals, but Fred,
Without Fred, nothing links up.
But do you know what I mean? Like you look at this lineup,
good
yeah,
is he,
and
man?
to be honest, I'm not going to say I was happy with it. I looked at the lineup and I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And like I understand why people wanted Ollie out, like
the frustration.
the frustration of this lineup. Like
Yeah.
you saw
And to be honest with
Van
you,
der Beek, Pogba on the
Have you?
bench.
When was the last time you've seen him put a lineup where you're like, yeah, he got it right? I don't think I've seen it.
But you know what? You look at this lineup and you're like, yeah, he got it right because we won. If we lost this game, then it's like
I still think he got it wrong, even though we won. I still think.
Yeah,
like,
I think he got it right.
When is Donny or Cavani going to start? I get Cavani not
but it's
starting
not,
to some extent.
you gotta look at the type of plays that we have, right? You put in Fred and McTominay. They took care of the Correa and Calvert-Lewin. They absolutely took care of him. And this is what I don't see Donny van der Beek defending like that, and I don't see Pogba defending like that. When Pogba came on and played almost that 10 role or higher up the park, it was a lot better. You can see him.
Oh,
you can see him creating a lot.
Belongs,
he
belongs
doesn't belong
with-
there. I know you said to play him deep in the 6 role. No chance.
Pogba belongs at
and
10.
that's what I think. He's come on. Yes, all right. It was the last 10 minutes. A lot of energy. Every ball kind of went forward.
Yeah.
He did majority of the things right. But I think the lineup was correct because of the players that we had to play against. Calvert-Lewin has been killing it all season, but he doesn't score against United. He's been killing hat tricks every week, scoring
He didn't
doubles.
score last week either, though.
He didn't score. I know he didn't score last week, but
He assisted though.
he got the assist because obviously.
Yeah, I know. But look,
the rest of the game, how many chances did they have? I don't think
Pogba-
they created. They didn't create any clear-cut chances
yeah, I know. You're right. Look,
besides that shot.
back on the topic about Pogba does on the 10 role, he does belong there. Do I like him lately? I don't like him at all this season. But the rotation of players. So Martial should have come off a long time ago.
He's
a long time ago.
Yeah, but-
Donny should have had a longer run. Give Cavani more than 10 minutes. Like, what's 10 minutes?
Yeah, I get it. But then, like, to be honest, I haven't seen Cavani play a 90-minute game
Alright.
Maybe never. Like I don't think
him
I've ever
play.
watched. I know, but listen, I haven't watched Cavani enough to know what kind of striker he is. I know
I think everyone knows what kind of player.
Yeah,
he is,
I know what I mean, but I haven't watched a 90-minute game. Maybe you have. You're Uruguayan.
I've watched plenty.
He doesn't hold the ball up like someone like Lukaku or Ibrahimovic. Even Martial, his hold up play is a lot better than Cavani's. Cavani's that does them runs behind the defenders.
You know
and
what Cavani is? He gets the ball. He looks to the
yeah,
goal.
but he doesn't do that hold up play for you.
Yeah.
So when you're up against maybe an Everton, okay, maybe look, I think Cavani should start. Even in the Champions League
Come
games,
on, man.
Something. Maybe against Arsenal should have started. I mean, Martial was suspended.
Yeah.
Start him.
Why did it take?
Do you know what I mean? Against Chelsea, we had Danny James on the bro. Start
Yeah, but
Cavani.
Solskjaer- okay.
I understand,
But why did it take Solskjaer so long to make a sub? It's their 77th minute. I'm like, all right, Axel's on. What else? And they showed Pogba
Okay,
and Cavani
but-
warming up in the 50th minute. I'm like, all right.
yeah,
cool.
but do you as a coach, as a manager, you're looking with 2-1 up. Do we need to put more attackers on?
You need to get rid of Martial in that game.
But Martial is a better defender. I think
He was poor that game.
Better defender than who? Cavani?
No way.
Yeah.
Cavani
No,
he's not,
Cavani's
bro. He's
4
not.
times the
You're
strength.
Yeah, but you're not going to put on Cavani to defend. Let's be real. You're not going to put with 2-1 up.
Yeah, but you
with
set up
80th
high as
minute.
a target and set everyone else back.
But then you.
Anyway, look. The result was good. The way they performed was great. I just like to see better rotation of players. I just feel like
Why didn't
he
he start
held
Axel?
back.
Why didn't he start Tuanzebe?
Look,
Everyone's going on about how he had Mbappe and that in his pocket. He gets subbed the next game.
And we haven't seen him since.
This it's not just Cavani didn't start Ole out. No, it's the decisions from the back to the fucking front. Bro.
Yeah.
And
but you don't know. Like we gotta stop looking at the bias of some of the players. Like
who?
of course,
Tuanzebe is not one of my favorite players. by
Okay,
any
yeah, but like
means.
Cavani, we all want Pogba. We want the best lineup. We all want the names to
No,
start.
I don't want Pogba to start.
No, but I'm just saying we look at the lineup and then all right, who do you change? Who do you put in instead?
Oh, look,
it worked out. If it didn't work out,
My
everyone's
argument
losing
was,
it.
I feel like he held back on the subs. That's all. But look, the result was there 3-1. On the flip side, what's going on with Everton? Everton started off strong
Dropped off.
and they've dropped off the last
Exactly
few weeks.
right.
They haven't won in 3 weeks now.
Yeah,
Since the Liverpool
game.
draw,
What's
they
going
haven't
on with
won.
them?
I don't know. Is it because of Richarlison?
Hammers not existing against United.
No, it wasn't. And this is what I mean. Sorry, maybe it wasn't Richarlison. Maybe it wasn't Calvert-Lewin, but McTominay holding off
Oh, McTominay was great that game.
James Rodriguez. He didn't create anything in this game.
Yeah, he did it.
So maybe
It worked.
Maybe when you're looking at tactical players that come in,
but you have
maybe he's got it right. I can't say, to be honest, I don't see Pogba defending at all. To be
but
honest.
Matic was another option. Obviously, he wasn't in the
Yeah,
game.
but then you got, is he quick? Is he as fast as
McTominay is
McTominay?
quicker. No,
And I know
McTominay.
you've said he's someone maybe to pull as centre back. Maybe that's the
Matic centre back.
no,
McTominay.
McTominay,
Centre-back, yeah.
because he does have the attributes. I think the way he wins the ball, the way he wins tackles, the way he
wins
distributes.
headers.
That's
Yeah,
right. Maybe
he
you
does.
could be. Maybe that could be an option as well.
We've seen Fernandinho and Fabinho do it, and it works.
That's right, and it's been working well so
But
far for them.
In all honesty, though, Everton, they have massively dropped off in the last few weeks. They were
That's,
they were first killing it. They were the only
it.
team that didn't lose. And
That's I don't know if this
They might rely so
Did
heavily
they-
on that
is
fully
this the-
starting lineup.
is Ancelotti J up and everything.
Ancelotti is the first time in his career losing 3 games in a row. First time in his career.
Look,
Ollie can add his little statue to the managers he's beaten, the top managers he's beaten.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Ancelotti can add to the shelf there.
But look, like I said, Hammers was out for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, he's back.
Comes back, non-existent.
Did he play last week, Hammers? I know he was injured.
Yeah, he did play last week.
Off
he
the
did.
bench. I don't think he
yeah.
started.
I don't know if it was off the bench, but he definitely played.
He played, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he started. But
Yeah, man. Since
They haven't
that
had
since
their
that
full-
draw there.
They haven't had their full lineup though since that.
Yeah, but
draw.
do you think Richarlison? I know they had Digne out the last game.
Yeah, but he did play this week.
he
See,
played this
all
game?
these players, and they're big. Richarlison's huge.
Richarlison's their
huge
main
for them.
player. Yeah.
I reckon he's their main player. He is.
Yeah.
Him and Hammers are probably their main players.
And Calvert-Lewin as well. But Calvert-Lewin,
So-
if he doesn't got that supply from Richarlison,
That's right.
But exactly right. You need them. You need each other. But look at the last 5 matches.
I don't think they started
Win, draw,
Bernardo.
loss,
Is it
loss,
Bernardo?
Bernardo did start.
No,
he
he did
scored against
start.
us.
No, not. Sorry, is it Gomez?
He didn't start.
He didn't play. I don't think he played at all.
He didn't play at all.
So he would have been someone to come in and cause havoc, especially in our defense have been shaky.
Yeah.
But he's someone that maybe they could have put in, but I don't know. Same as well. You can question his player picks or lineups as well. Like you can do that to every manager.
No. They just want to have. They don't have as much depth as we do. That's for
They
sure.
don't. And you know what? On another note, we're talking about the flipping and that. I know Bruno is very hard to take off the field because we rely on him. But man, he was on that yellow committing foul after foul. I'm like, get him off. What are you doing? And then he makes 3 subs and Bruno stays on. I'm like, I get why he kept him on, but it's like you can't lose him. We lose him for a week. We're screwed.
Yeah, man.
Honestly.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
It's devastating for us.
Look, good result for us. 3 points against a very strong team.
Does this just result keep Ollie's job for another couple of weeks though?
Well, look,
Does it change?
I don't think his job's at risk. Everyone's talking about it a lot higher than it is. I don't know, man. Everyone's like, Ollie's going to be out.
Yeah, but this is just another. Like this is like you know me. I know what the problems are.
Yeah,
and
of course
the problem is the board, and the board don't have the balls to sack the manager.
Like he said to me when watching the game together on Saturday, are you going to blame Ollie for Lindelof not winning the header?
Not winning the header.
What do you do? Lift him up for him? Like, what do you do? Like, it's the player.
You don't start him. That's what you do.
Yeah, but like
that's a very fair point.
But then after that header, I think Lindelof was good.
Yeah, everyone
Tell
was,
me-
everyone
yeah,
was
but
good. Everyone was good.
That's what I mean.
But
Yeah.
what did we just
Even
say?
Wan-Bissaka, maybe you could have said, okay,
Yeah,
he
he
missed the
could've-
header. He should have stopped that shot.
He usually-
Went
he
straight through his
usually
legs.
stops
But
the
a
shot, yeah.
centre back to miss a header every single time
Every
is
time,
it's
bro.
frustrating. It is. Look, Lindelof's been very good lately. That game
No,
played
but
well.
just that one. But that's all it takes.
Just-
One mistake. It
that's
takes
all it
one
takes.
mistake,
That's right.
and
And
you cop
we
that
could have
too.
lost that game from that goal. We're 1-0
That's right.
down.
Imagine. And
Yeah.
and you remember last season, did we lose 4-0 to them? Same thing. Like that one goal, and it was just downhill
Yeah,
from there.
yeah.
It could have gone that way again. It didn't. Thankfully,
Absolutely.
it didn't. It
Absolutely.
So you
Look,
think
but we'll take- what?
Ollie's job?
I don't think Ollie's job was on the line, but I'm ready for it to be over and done with.
All right.
In my opinion.
Before we move on to the next game, who would you want to replace him? Is it Poch?
I don't even know, man. I don't even
Well,
know.
we all know Poch is going to come in.
Poch is
Whatever
like
happens,
obvious.
he's going to come in. But then it's like, okay, you still got the same players. You still got Lindelof that's going to play. You still got him with the same errors.
yeah.
You still got all these players, like you said, Martial. He's been struggling since he's been playing this season. Is he going to start Cavani? Is it going to cause players to not play for the manager because they're not getting game time? We don't know. All these things we don't know.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
but we know what we're gonna get with Ollie. That's my point.
look, maybe Ollie has hit his peak.
Is Ollie good enough for players like Cavani? He's such massive names. I
don't know.
You have Ibrahimovic.
But then
came
you
into
can absolutely say that the players are playing for the manager.
Yeah, they are.
Because every time Ollie's job is on the line, they decide to perform.
Yeah, but they should perform every
yeah, I
week.
know.
Like,
What is
But they
that?
should. But then you're like, a lot of the mistakes, like, I don't know, like, we've all played, bro, and we like, regardless if you think what tactics and all that, you should be performing. Like some tackles you should be winning, headers you should be winning.
Correct. Done.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Simple.
I know a lot
You
of
can't blame the manager
I know
for
you.
that. I get it.
It's easier to sack the manager than bring in 5-6 players.
But it's not. But like, look, my thing wasn't the lineup. Get him out. This how he played against like in the Champions League midweek. It's the amazing highs of the massive wins that we get, and then the stupid lows that we get.
Like we go one step forward, 2 steps back.
Exactly,
That's
man. And
the hard
it's
part.
just how
That's
it's
the
always
hard part.
been. It's how it's always
It's like
been.
we get our hopes up, and it's like, oh,
That's it.
lose midweek to
Yeah.
nobody's. I'm like, are you serious? Here we go
Yeah,
again.
man.
But anyway, look.
But then you get them runs when we don't lose 13, 15 games in a row.
But then we beat Leipzig 5-0. What the hell's that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
And then
Seriously, who does that?
PSG.
And we beat like who does that?
Like he's
But
beaten,
those
he's
are the
beaten
highs
all
that
the.
I'm talking about,
He's
though.
beaten. Yeah, but okay. So what do you expect? Okay, don't win against these teams.
But it's like it doesn't make sense. Lose against them, but beat
Yeah,
them.
but we see it happen all over Europe
I know,
in results wise. We've seen that happen in the Premier League.
100%.
Bro, PSG went out the next week and lost to Leipzig as well.
That's
Yes,
right.
they didn't have Neymar and Mbappe and all that, but they still lost to him.
That's right.
After being 1-0 up. So what is it? Is it the manager? Is it like it's anything? I believe maybe the quick turnover of football after the short break that they had. I know they had a big break in between, but maybe none of the clubs having preseason is what's causing all this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at all the teams in the Premier League. No Champions League. At the end of last year, you got
They're playing Europa, but
yeah, but at the end of last season, no Champions League, no Europa League. Spurs as well, Southampton, your Aston Villas, Everton. None of them have European football. None of them have European football this time around. So with their players have more rest time, and Ollie mentioned that before the game, and I've said it 1,000 times with the fixture list, how the Premier League do not help the English teams.
Of course I don't.
We saw it last year with Liverpool. They had to put a reserve team in because they won the Champions League and they're playing the Club World Cup.
yeah.
For all their success, they're getting punished.
Yeah.
Why can't the FA move these fixtures? Why do we have to play on a Thursday and then a Saturday night? Or over there, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
There's no recovery time. And you saw it in the Liverpool City game that after maybe 10 minutes, it's like Where's the energy? Everyone's dropping in energy.
Didn't Ole like pick the same team anyways though?
Yeah. Look, we've got to move on. We've got to move on. There's a lot of, obviously, passion when we talk about United. But, yeah, fact is right. I think great 3 points for United. Great win. But we then saw Leeds losing 4-1 away or Crystal Palace at home.
Hey, what about the offside, huh? Can't even call
You can't even call your ball.
What is that?
Bamford. It's... I don't know. Every week we speak about VAR. Every week,
No, but
every week it's a conversation. It's a
come
headline.
on. That was
you call
just...
it. Yeah, play me through. Oh,
the
look,
bullshit,
your vagina's fucking hair's offside, man. Call it off.
Look, we're never gonna see worse than Liverpool's
But
one.
do you feel? But like his whole body, right? His whole body was
whole body's
behind,
well
well behind. So what is this? How is this? My hand out.
because he scores a Palmer.
I don't know,
bro.
I don't know,
There's
man.
But then Palace again. See, Palace is this weird team.
Yeah, Palace are very
Like some
strange to
stupid
see.
results here again, like Palace, and then
But
I don't know.
Leeds have lost up. How much did they lose last week as well?
4-3, I think, wasn't it? They were losing
Something
4.
like that. Yeah.
4-3 against Southampton.
But you
eh?
know what? 4-1.
Oh no, 4-1 to Leicester.
Yeah, there you go.
But
They've
then
got
the
8 goals in 2 games, bro.
But look, 4-1 and Zaha
Yeah, Christ.
doesn't grab a goal.
Assist. He grabbed the assist, but he's been playing well, Zaha.
He has. He stepped up.
To be
as a
honest,
leader.
this
He
year I
stepped
think
up.
he's been playing
I
good.
think the
Might be his
smartest
best
thing they
season.
ever did was give him captaincy. It's the
Yeah,
smartest
smart.
thing you ever did.
Yeah, okay, you're not gonna leave, but he's, you know what? You're my
Unbelievable,
you're my
bro.
new captain.
Yeah, honestly.
No,
But
he's done well.
That Ezzy is quality. Have you watched him play?
Yeah.
Ezzy?
Is he a
Ezzy?
defender though? Is he a defender?
He played in the left wing, left mid for him.
Left. No, he's been good. Two assists. Was it a goal and
It's his
assist?
first season here, isn't it?
A goal and assist from the
Yeah.
corner.
And he's pulling up. And look, Townsend stepping up to his old way. He was
Yeah.
quite good back in the days for Spurs.
He's
and
got a
that.
lot of potential,
And
eh?
he's looking good for Crystal Palace again.
And they don't even start Milivojevic anymore.
No,
Yeah.
Ayu's quality as well. Like he's good for a Premier League team, mid-table team. He's actually good.
Where are they sitting? Palace.
Palace are 8th. Jeez,
13
that's like their
13
highest.
points.
But last season they were kind of floating up there as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and then they just stumbled at the end. You know, like it's probably going to happen.
What
again.
about from Leeds' point of view? This Bamford, do you reckon he's going to be like a Pookie, G up and then
Yeah,
die
true,
out,
bro,
or
maybe.
he's scoring every week?
Do you know what? I don't think so, because the system that Bielsa's got him playing, like he could have got 2 goals. That could have been, I think it was 0-0. Was it 0 at the time or 1-0 when he scored
The offside?
The offside.
Ooh,
I think
I
it
don't
was. I don't know if it was 1-0, but like, who did Leeds got? Leeds got Arsenal next. Look, the way Bielsa sets his team up, it's for Bamford to score.
Bro, it's
Do you know what I mean?
Nothing else though.
Yeah, no, I know they. I don't know. I know they concede a lot of goals.
How many times have they copped 4 goals in a game this season?
Yeah.
It's been like 5 times. now.
yeah,
Heaps of times, yeah.
What is their goals against? It's
Where
just
is
something
it? Where are they?
stupid.
Where are
That's a
Leeds?
good question.
Go down,
Oh,
scroll
they've
down.
dropped to 15th.
Yeah,
See what I mean?
17th?
Bro,
Is that
stop.
17? Yeah, goals against
Against-
17.
Have they conceded the most goals in the league?
No, West Brom.
Equal.
Equal with
It's
West
not
Brom.
good.
Where's
It's not
United? Liverpool got
16
Liverpool
against
16, yeah, because 7 against Aston Villa.
True.
Hard. Unlucky. Where's United? But we're like 14. See,
so
our defense
bad.
is the
So
best,
good, bro.
mate.
So good.
Yeah, defense is the best. But look, Crystal Palace, great result, 4-1 at home.
Yeah.
I don't think home and away matters during VAR.
No,
I'm sorry.
Not one
VAR,
bit.
COVID.
during
COVID, VAR. Hey, it's VAR FC this year.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I don't think home and away means anything.
Nah.
Well, obviously, you've seen it
No, well-
with Old Trafford.
Oh,
we haven't won a game
yeah,
there.
but we don't win a game even with the
And you
fans.
saw
there.
it. Yeah.
we don't.
Well, that's a whole other story.
Far out.
We'll speak about that later on. But look, we then saw Chelsea 4-1 at home to Sheffield.
Good result.
Yeah.
Professional performance. Dominated the game.
You expect a lot of goals
Especially a team that still hasn't won this season, Sheffield, which is a shame because remember I said at the start of the year, would they be a surprise team to go down after what they did last year?
You called it, yeah.
I mean, it is, to me, I don't understand how they haven't won a game this year.
very similar to Watford.
Yeah.
Watford were doing really good.
Really good and then dropped and ended up getting relegated.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them get relegated.
I
I
like
think
Sheffield.
they're
I
a
like
decent
Sheffield.
team
I like
still.
Sheffield.
But
I'm fine with it.
you're fine with it?
Why is that?
Well, better them than Leeds, even though Leeds are getting 4 goals a game.
Yeah.
Like
I think Leeds will stay up there.
I want a
think they're good
United
enough.
Leeds game with fans back in the stadium and everything.
No, when they're back in lockdown, I think we got them early doors. It's very soon.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
man.
But look,
Chelsea
I won't lie to you.
4-1, man.
The performances that they're pulling out Chelsea lately,
Yeah.
it's reminding me of City a few years ago with his quality names. Now they've got a bunch of all these big names.
And now they're starting to
It
perform
might
as
have
well.
just taken a bit of
And
time.
it rang a bell when you said professional performance. We used to always say that about City. Professional performance. Stepped
Yeah.
in, did the job, walked out. And,
Yeah.
that was Chelsea. Honestly, that was Chelsea.
No, they did. Look, so even Ziyech stepped up in this game. 2 assists. And
I honestly
just all the
reckon
players they got.
They've got the best starting 11 in the league. I honestly reckon they have the best team in the league, man. Players wise, they've got everyone.
Just that
Zuma stepped up. I know you don't like him. You don't rate him.
Zuma's
but
been good this year for him,
he's
man.
been scoring more goals than a
Bro,
lot of.
I've got him on fantasy. I'm not taking him off. Put it that way. He's just been amazing.
But look, you gotta give it to Lampard on the players that he brought in, and this is where it comes to the board backing the manager.
Correct.
I need a new keeper. Got him a keeper.
Boom.
I need
Striker,
a new left back.
midfielders,
Alonso.
defenders.
Alonso's not good enough. Getting Chilwell at any cost. Yeah, maybe they didn't need someone like Havertz, but then if you leave Havertz to the next window, where the Barcelonas, Bayern Munichs all have money now, you miss out. You got him Timo Werner after Liverpool couldn't afford him. You get him in, and you got him Ziyech early
He's got
doors.
pools. Look,
But you got him early.
Players want to play for Lampard too. He's a legend, man. I reckon he's a legend.
I reckon you
got a
probably want to
name.
play for Chelsea and play in the Premier League more so.
Correct.
But he got these players in early. They had a pre-season, as in training wise.
Yeah.
But before the season even finished, they were already signed.
Yeah.
And Ajax
And United, 20 weeks about Sancho, nothing happens. That comes down to the
But
board.
Cavani on the window.
But
Why
the
couldn't
board-
you get Cavani in June
6
after?
weeks ago, yeah, I know.
Longer.
But that's the board and the owners.
Sellers as well.
You just said,
Pelestri.
but you
Pelestri
just
as
said
well.
it.
Players on one.
The board backed him
The
up,
board,
Chelsea. That's what it comes
the
down to.
board backed Chelsea, and
But
you know
what?
the Russian money, mate.
I'll tell you what, performance is a big statement. Everyone said last year they had players like Mount and Abraham because they couldn't sign big players. He started Mount and Abraham, and they both played.
they shifted Werner out to the wing.
Werner and Ziyech and all these players are playing, and he made it work 4-1.
And at the start of the season, they weren't playing. They were coming on to save
Yeah, but
the result.
if Havertz is in, maybe Abraham doesn't play. I know he scores.
Abraham's
He's still young
good,
though.
man.
He's still young though.
Abraham's
but he's not a
good,
bad
man.
option off the bench. Why not? It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
But then it's fine for them. But then when we have players coming off the bench, he's got the lineup wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we got to.
What did Rami
You got to have the
say?
same energy,
One
bro.
of
The
the
same
be-
energy.
Nah, hang on. He said one of the best starting lineups in the league. How are you going to compare that to United? That's the difference.
Yeah, but then you look at our
And
starting
this is no
lineup. bro.
Havertz, Hudson Odoi's in the bench. Emerson's not playing. Like they've got so many. Look at this Giroud. They got players in the
different
bench.
levels, bro.
No, I
They
don't
got players
think
in
so.
the bench.
What bench player there was better than our bench?
Oh, our bench was ridiculous. Our bench
Yeah.
is ridiculous. You're right. But Havertz is injured, not playing.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a big name you're missing there already straight away.
Look, they got the job done.
They did.
They got the
4-1,
job done. But
Chelsea
then,
looking good.
but then
man.
you got some Chelsea against United. They were there for the taking. You're like, where was that?
Yeah.
Where was that performance against United? Is it the managers playing it safe? And you've seen it with the big teams. When the big teams verse each other, it's like they're trying to play it safe.
Very
Or is it just me?
Tentative, yeah.
Like now against Liverpool.
Liverpool, safe.
Yeah.
How boring was that game? And we'll talk about that later anyway.
But like
I know.
besides Spurs at Old Trafford, Mourinho went
We got smacked.
carnival there. But so then we had West Ham and Fulham, Rami. I mean, this was a bit of an interesting one.
It
Look,
was.
Moyes,
What happened?
Moyes-
The controversy in this game.
yeah, the controversy, but you gotta give it to Moyes. Moisey.
Moyes there.
What's happened there? I know they're still sitting 12.
You reckon he's going to sign Fellaini?
Fellaini and Januzaj and Januzaj on tour.
Matt is going there too. So
Mats is going there. But yeah, man. Look,
honestly,
they've had
man.
I know they're two wins in the last 5. They did draw to City and Spurs that late win, which you expect them to lose. They lost to Liverpool.
2-1.
Fair enough. But look at the games that they had. Yeah,
They've had the hardest run so far this season.
they've had the hardest run.
And they've got 2 draws. They lost by 1 goal to Liverpool. They draw to Spurs, draw to City.
beat Wolves 4-0.
Beat
Then
Wolves 4-0.
3-0 Leicester.
Moyes there, huh?
But then again, is it a bit of luck because
It's Moyes there.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Give it gigs there. But look, man, they get a late goal, 88th minute, 89th minute goal there, and then you
what
think,
was that penalty?
and then
bro?
you have a penalty from Lookman.
Why do you do that? Why? What?
How-
Is your dad in the crowd? Like, there's no crowd. Like, I don't get it. What's
How quick was he to get that ball to take
Yeah.
the penalty? But
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I got
Yeah,
this.
I've got this.
This is my moment. I'm gonna be.
Do you know what?
The
To be-
social media
it
hero.
bounced like 30 times before it went in.
The keeper
my
could have
God.
dived fully, gotten up, and then still
I
gotten
don't
it
know,
before it
bro.
crossed the line.
I don't know, man.
little cheeky Panenka tried that one.
Oh my God.
And you know what? Imagine if they get relegated by 1 point.
That's going to come back. He's not
That-
going to play
that-
football ever again.
And do you remember? Was it when what do you call it? Fulham win the Premier League last time, and Camara took the penalty off Mitrovic and he missed it. They got relegated after that, didn't they? No pressure there, but
Big
Mitrovic
worries.
used to just
big
Fulham,
worries.
Fulham after the win, like you said, Rams, last week, they could have got a point out of this one, and they've
That's
ended up
worrying,
losing
man.
it. They
That's
got
worrying.
Everton next as well. So Everton would want to bounce back after
the loss.
4 games without a win.
4 games.
3 games lost, 1 draw.
Hey,
They would want to bounce back. Fulham.
If Fulham beat them, that's worrying for them, for Everton.
Yeah,
They went from first place champions to what's happening.
yeah, hard. There you go. But then
look-
that's that game. Leicester and Wolves 1-0.
Yeah.
Vardy with a penalty. He also missed the penalty as well.
Bro, is Vardy going to be known as Leicester's greatest player ever?
Has to be.
I think so. Why not?
Statue. Statue of
Put a
Vardy.
statue in front of the stadium.
With
Come on
the-
now.
With
If
the
you don't know,
V,
we're
with
gonna
the V
put it.
can, Red Bull can in his hand, bro. That's how that.
Honestly, man, like Mario,
party
that year they won the league, Mario's went on left, Kante went on left. This guy just said, "No, I'm staying."
Yeah, even a
He's
Drinkwater
club legend.
left as well. Even though didn't have the best of times at Chelsea, still left,
Yeah, but Vardy's there, club legend, killing it.
and he keeps scoring. These are the things like, oh no, this year's Vardy.
Every year it's like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
one
nah,
off.
You're waiting for it
Vardy,
to happen. We're
Yeah,
gonna
waiting
have
for it
to
to
keep
happen, and he
waiting.
just keeps getting in the goals.
Shit.
And like I know he scores penalties as well, but he scores a lot of most of his goals are still crackers.
That's right.
That's still crackers.
In every way possible. Headers, like left
Left foot, right,
foot.
yeah. Vardy, man,
balls.
Jamie Vardy, and that's why are they sitting first?
Yeah, they're first.
They're first, top of the league,
They are top of the league.
top
They
of the
are.
league.
But you know what?
And then, but sorry, before we go, but then you look at they beat Arsenal, they big result to
Smashed
Leeds,
yeah.
and then Wolves as well. Wolves are not a joke team, but then you lose to West Ham and you lose to Aston
yeah,
Villa,
but
which
West
are
Ham and Aston Villa doing it to
both,
everyone.
both of them,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
West Ham and Aston Villa doing it to
Yeah.
everyone.
It's the form.
So hey,
but like
I
on
know,
paper,
man.
when you look at Leicester, and you're like,
Yeah.
it should be a win. Like
Yeah.
you look at that fixture against Fulham, or sorry, against Aston Villa, you're like, yeah, it's a win. Against West Ham, you expect Leicester to
At
win,
that time, yeah.
and especially at that
Yeah.
time. But Leicester City sit top of the league, lads.
I would have enjoyed today's result as well after their game.
That's right. And then speaking about Aston Villa, 3-0. That's had to pop Arsenal's bubble after last week's
Bro, they
win at Old
scored.
Trafford.
They scored in 40 seconds.
before you go on,
disallowed.
we missed the West Brom at home to Tottenham.
We can get onto them.
We get onto them after.
We'll get onto them.
We'll
We'll
give
get
them
onto
we'll give them a mention.
We'll give them a mention.
Arsenal at home losing 3-0. Where were the fans?
Lucky they weren't.
Lucky there weren't fans there for
Imagine
Arsenal, some of the
Aston
Arsenal. But look, this is what I said, man. I said it last week. Arsenal against United, they're both rubbish. I said it. These teams, they played rubbish, both of them. It took a penalty to get the 3 points for Arsenal.
Right.
They weren't even that good. And like I said, I know Partey's a good player, but don't make him out like he's the next Makaleli. Yeah, because in this
That's
game,
embarrassing.
he came off at half time. Ceballos came off to him at half time. I think like Aston Villa really brought him back to earth. I mean, Aston Villa
Right.
beat Liverpool, beat Arsenal. I mean, they're really showing how good they are, especially Jack Grealish running that squad. Maybe he does look like an $80 million player.
He played.
I don't know.
Pretty bloody.
He,
good.
I mean,
Bro, look at their team, man. They've got Trezeguet, Barkley, Grealish all in the midfield together.
yeah. Then you got Ollie Watkins, who's been killing it.
Absolutely killing it.
How many goals is he on now? About seven goals this season or something.
Doing good.
I know he's got a hat trick double
think
in
the-
this. That's at least 5.
The injection of Barkley this year has been a real impactful.
Yeah.
Really positive.
And Martinez, the keeper from
as well.
Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
That came from Arsenal.
Clean sheet.
Another clean sheet. But he's been pulling off some good saves as well.
Bob has got this wrong. They put David Luiz in the midfield for Aston Villa.
But then they got
Douglas-
it.
Douglas
Douglas Luiz.
With the
Oh, is
ball
that
there,
Douglas
yeah,
Luiz?
that's legit. That's legit.
Mind games, bro.
Where's David Luiz?
Managerial mind games
Where's
there.
David Luiz? But look, man, look at it. Look, you look at Arsenal. Everyone talks about Arsenal got players now. Arsenal's lineup is poor.
Yeah.
Their back line, holding Gabriel Tierney. Is that who you're going to rely on for your back three? And then you put Bellerin wing back and Saka. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Like to put them in the same position, Saka and Bellerin, like on
The
opposite
best
sides
thing
of the field,
about it,
doesn't make
obviously,
sense.
is their front three. Obviously, they've got Aubameyang, Willian, and
Yeah, but then again, like
Yeah, but
Willian,
Aubameyang's been
non-existent.
bang
2 goals.
average
2 goals
week.
this season, I
So
think.
average.
that is it.
Yeah, signed the contract, kick back time, you know?
And everyone talks about how he's...
Even Lacazette, another great opportunity to score a goal. He's missed in front of goal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The lack of no confidence. I think that's what it is. The confidence. And in Willian, I think Arsenal are trying to find this receipt because after the first game when he got 3 assists or
Yeah, 2
whatnot,
assists.
they'll break. Even though like
If he
we
still
all
had
thought
it,
it's a good.
Chelsea would keep him if they still had
Like
it.
they're looking for the receipt. Let's try to get a refund on him.
Yeah.
Even though he was
He's
free,
on-
I think.
he's on-
I reckon Lampard...
Well,
at
they're
the
trying to-
bottom.
A wage receipt.
No refund.
Yeah, but even Lampard tried to give him an extra contract, but he wanted 3 years.
And what's this El Neni? Every week he's playing, huh?
You know, he did well against United.
He's
to be
doing
fair.
good. He's doing good
But
for
then,
Arsenal.
but then
We let him.
I don't know. Gabriel was let down, I think, by his midfielders. because he's been a good player. He's been a really good
has,
signing
he
for them.
has, he
Great
has.
defense.
Should have got sent
Organised.
off last week though.
Should have got sent off. Yeah, against United, definitely.
Oh,
but
massively.
then they're front three. Like you expect them to get goals, man.
No
Aubameyang, Lacazette.
I just remember something that pissed me off too. In the United game, we got UFC kick, no penalty. Anyway, back to the Arsenal game.
Back to United game. Where was the card on Harry Maguire?
What was that UFC kick, bro? I can't. What is that?
Tag team champions of the world.
Oh my
I think he pushed
gosh.
him first. So maybe that's why they let it go.
Anyway, all right, but Arsenal, man,
Yeah, brought back to earth.
But you know
Because
what? You
the
gotta-
masterclass last week from
Arteta, I
Arteta.
know
Yeah,
this stuff.
Masterclass, yeah. But
Right,
you know what? You
that's
got to
a
give it.
joke.
You got to give it to Aston Villa because,
Sitting
like you
at
said,
sixth.
Barkley and Jack Grealish are running this thing,
Solid.
man. Are running the show.
I remember Barkley was 16 at Everton. He's like, he's
Yeah,
the
how
next
good was
Wayne
he, bro?
Rooney.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
blah, all this stuff.
and then Chelsea bought him.
That's what happens.
Something. Yeah,
That's what
happens.
happens.
Yeah.
Big club, drop. Now you're back at Aston
like
Villa,
if
but
you're
you're running
English.
amok at Aston Villa.
That happens when you're English and you go to Chelsea. I reckon, like, unless you're made there, like it's not going to work out. Unfortunately,
But they're killing
hopefully
it.
he
but
stays there though. Hopefully he stays
like you
at Aston
said,
Villa.
40 seconds. Now,
40 seconds
do you-
in
I know he
Nah,
was.
it's offside, bro.
I know he's offside, but like
Yeah.
the keeper, even if there was no play there, he doesn't save that.
He
Like
could.
you gotta, I know he's interfering into play, and I get it. If even if that happened for us and against us, and that call was made, you'll be like, yeah, it's fair enough. But really, if there was no player in there, Leno's not saving it. Bang, top corner, cobwebs. He's not saving that. But
It's all speculation, unfortunately.
But don't you think the goal gets removed? All right, a VAR, call it back.
You think
Don't
that
you think
Arsenal's
Arsenal will be like,
Yeah.
hey, let's wake up because we're getting our asses
No,
handed to
they-
us opening. Now let's just continue on playing
And I'm
the same.
sorry, I'm being honest. 3-0 is a very lucky result for Arsenal too, man. 3-0. Should have been 4, 5.
Could have been,
Yeah.
but then I don't know. Mikel Arteta, what happened? Arteta out.
Look, it's because you learn from Guardiola. Guardiola's not doing that amazingly.
I think it kind of they sink in. The chemistry sinks in.
Yeah.
Maybe they need each other.
Inception.
They need to be together to get the
Pep goes to Arsenal.
assistant manager.
Assistant manager.
Sack that.
But look, well done on Aston Villa, man. I think they're going to be a team.
They're sitting at
that
6th, man.
a lot of teams they're going to
I
struggle
reckon,
against,
they're going to have the kind of season where
and they've got a game in hand.
Wolves had last year. Like,
And they still got a game in hand.
yeah. Sort of game in hand. But guys, like
They
I
could be
said,
like
Puts them
Wolves, yeah,
first.
you're right,
That puts
Rams.
them equal first.
hey,
They could have a season like Villa or Sheffield.
yeah,
Never know.
absolutely.
It's going to be hard.
Wolves had an amazing
Imagine
season.
Aston Villa, Leicester, and Southampton all top 4 at the end of the season.
Imagine that representing Champions League. They'll get smacked 5-0 first round.
no English team makes it to the group stages.
Aston Villa in the group: Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Shakhtar.
I swear, bro.
Shakhtar.
But look, to round it up, we saw West Brom lose at home to Tottenham 1-0.
Yeah, Tottenham expected to win. They're on a
Harry
pretty
Kane,
good
huh?
form.
Yeah, but you know what? They got the goal in the 88th minute.
Yeah, struggling, but that's what teams do, you know.
Yeah.
They plug away
Champion
and they get that.
Mourinho teams, mate, getting the result.
That's it.
Results the only thing that matters
3
there
points. 3 points and he's
for
happy.
Tottenham. Yeah, he's happy. He doesn't care. They scored the most goals this season, I think.
Mourinho doesn't give a
Or
shit.
Chelsea have, sorry.
He should be happy.
So
By
they
one.
scored second, by one. But
How-
the best goal
How
difference
can Mourinho not
Oh,
be happy
same.
with so far? Look at the season's having so far.
Yeah. Yeah, second.
could be
like-
first, like we said,
and
if he didn't get that draw against
his players-
West Ham.
Yeah.
That draw.
His players to me haven't, like, minus Kane and Son, they haven't hit their full peak yet. So I think they're going to keep getting better, to be honest. I think they will. Like, Bale hasn't really
Yeah, but
found
do you
his
think it
feet
could be?
just yet.
Do you think it could be one of the? It could be where next week they got City.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Does it collapse against City?
Who
Pep
knows?
and
You know,
Mourinho.
honestly-
Pep, he struggles to
honestly,
beat Pep.
I honestly reckon if people sit around waiting for Bale to kick in, they're going to be disappointed. I don't think he's going to
Maybe
do what
not.
everyone thinks he's going to do.
Well, look, he won't do what he did last time he was in the Premier League.
I don't think he's going to be the best player in that team. He'll always be behind Kane.
Yeah,
And Son
but that's
as
not a
well.
bad.
And Son.
That's not a bad thing, though. It's
And
not a
Son.
bad thing.
Yeah, but
And-
you would love
and-
to have like.
And Doherty was a great signing for him too.
Yeah, but you know what? He hasn't been the best.
He hasn't been the
I know
best.
he's got to assist this game.
He hasn't been the
Borges
best.
is just filthy.
Like,
Borges
I
is
hate,
dirty.
because I'm burning. That's why.
Why?
Because I've had him in my
Cost him the
squad,
win.
and I,
You know what? I put him last week. I got him 10 points this week. Yeah, the boys.
from Doherty got 14 or something.
Doherty got a whopper. He got
Extra
bonus
3 points bonus.
I still lost that head. Don't talk about it.
But yeah, look, no, you're right. They got some players, even with what's his name, the other defender,
Reguilon.
Reguilon. He's been good as well. I mean, he's taken over that Serge Aurier, who's been suspect for them, especially this season or previous seasons.
To me, the last player that Mourinho would want in his
It's
defense.
Aurier.
So he's filled that.
But
gap.
we haven't seen Dele Alli. Has he been?
Oh, he'll be out. He'll be gone in.
He's been the
January.
Pogba.
Apparently
Mourinho
January's
always has these one players in his
Well,
team that
apparently
doesn't
there's
rate.
rumours that he wants Lingard. So
Swap deal, baby.
Yeah.
Lingard
Well,
and Ali
plus,
Delaney
10
can
million to
record-
us.
They can record videos in the back together. Social media.
Yeah, no, why not?
But
Why not?
look,
Lingard will give you
regardless-
that energy.
Yeah.
Press, good on the press.
But boys, again, as every week, it's controversy, eh?
Yeah, but then last game we had City and Liverpool,
What happened there?
champions versus contenders, 1-1.
Boring.
Look,
Yeah.
City could have won.
City could have won. De Bruyne shanks the first
shit out of a
penalty.
penalty.
But like they talk about penalties. United last year getting penalties. What about Liverpool this season?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Liverpool
every-
FC.
But was it a penalty?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So if they get a penalty and it's a
Yeah,
penalty,
but then
it's a
last
penalty.
week was a bit soft from Salah. But every week
Yeah.
now they're starting to get penalties.
Salah's clever, bro. He knows what he's doing. He's smart.
But you remember back in the day when we were winning like titles, we used to get so many penalties. Like it's just part of winning the league. Like
Yeah, but now-
you gotta
but
be
you know what it
you
is
gotta be in
now?
the box to get those.
But you know
to
what
get
it is
those.
now? Like I think with VAR this season, there's been so many penalties. I think it's already been a record, and we're 8 games in.
Surely not. What,
Yeah.
most penalties. In
Most
the season?
penalties in a
Something like
season.
that, man.
Well,
Yo,
in
and
the
it-
8th week.
Bro, it was less.
Holy
It
shit.
was
But you
less.
know why?
It was like in the fifth or fourth week. It was already a record.
But
Like
now that VAR is in its second or third year now?
second, third.
Third, I think third.
Third?
I think.
Fuck, I don't know. It's
Anyway,
ruined-
I'm
it's ruined
fucking.
everything.
It feels like 30 years, but honestly, now that it's into its second or third year, it's gotten a bit more experience. So now they're gonna, if you touch it, let's look at back and let's zoom in at the
But now,
grass.
the pixels.
The wind was blowing the grass that way.
The pixels now. Let's count the pixels. But now
bro.
the ref is now looking at the screen, right?
Oh, what about Suarez?
when
looking
when
at
he
the
wants.
screen?
Don't do that.
Suarez is a nutter, bro. I love
My
that.
screen.
What a nutter.
But look, man, Pep and Klopp, man, go at it again. It's a draw from both of them.
Who was the better team?
Look, you have to say City might be unfortunate to have lost that one.
And especially, I think City should have done better with all the injuries that Liverpool have had.
Yeah, as
Absolutely.
well. Actually, you're right. No, that's true.
They should take advantage.
Credit to
Van
Liverpool.
Dijk.
Credit
You know
to
what? They're
Liverpool.
doing good for no Van Dijk. I thought they'd be doing a lot worse.
Hopefully,
I don't
now
think
Trent's
the-
out for the rest of the season too. Nah, not that long.
Yeah, no. I hope-
He's picked up an injury.
You know what I don't? I hope he comes back January so they don't sign another player.
True.
I don't want any more signings.
Who, Liverpool?
Yeah.
Now, Liverpool, they can't afford anyone.
Yeah.
But then where does
Lindelof,
Liverpool and all that
Lindelof.
go from here? You think it's just it's one of them games like
Hey,
against Everton?
Look at their next game. Look at their next game.
They're not doing
Look at-
terrible though. They're
Look
coming
at the next
third.
game for the top three. Holy shit.
So Leicester got Liverpool.
That's two of the three.
Spurs got City. Leicester,
Even
Liverpool.
Southampton,
Wolves.
Fuck, man. Not bad. Not a big week coming up in the EPL.
Yeah,
After the
international
internationals.
break.
But look, it's so funny. We talk about how Liverpool's not doing amazing. They're still sitting third, man. They're still
Yeah.
sitting third.
Yeah, like
And we all know that Leicester and Tottenham are going to drop off from those spots. We know it. They're not going to stay there. I'm sorry to say they're not. It's every year we say
I
it.
reckon Leicester,
Leicester
yeah.
last year, I was saying to you all year, my
then
prediction
I don't know about
is
Spurs,
they're not going
though.
to make top four.
But then I don't know
They're
about
not gonna make-
Spurs. I know
Spurs, I reckon will stay, man. Spurs, I reckon will stay.
Not a sec. I don't know. We'll
Top
say.
four.
Mourinho's got his way second season.
Chelsea's heading up there, I reckon.
Yeah,
man.
Southampton's going to get out of there. They're not going to last.
Southampton won't last.
That's the biggest certainty of the top four. They're not
at
going
the
to be
moment. But then remember, Villa got a game in hand, and I think City also got a game in hand. United and Burnley, which we play Burnley and watch them be in
We should have
form.
been naming United in this bunch of teams that we're talking
Not
about.
happening.
No, I'm
bro,
just
not
saying who's got the games in hand.
Yeah,
So
the games in hand.
The games in hand that they still got to play. So City still has to play Villa, and we still got to play Burnley. So even look, and this are like, I mean, all right, we win our game in hand, we could go to 10th. You know, wow,
absolutely.
yes, come on, United.
Yes, 10th.
But then United's got an easy run as well with
Doesn't matter.
West Brom and
These small
Southampton.
clubs, we
and-
suck at small clubs, man.
I think honestly,
as long as we don't play at home,
I
we should be
think
good.
I think we'll go on a decent run from now, though. I do think we will.
Ollie's job safe for another week.
Look,
Mourinho
he won't
chasing
be
his
gone.
Premier League title.
Yeah,
Arteta,
imagine he wins it with
questionable.
Tottenham. Imagine he wins the Premier League with Tottenham.
I hope they win it so Arsenal fans can burn.
Yeah, actually.
But how come no one's talking about Pep Guardiola's 2 points in front of United,
Yeah.
10th? How come no one's saying Pep out?
Yeah, we'll get Pep out and then we'll get him. Fuck. I hate him, but jeez, I'll take it.
Seriously, Man City's 10th.
Get him out. Get
Honestly,
him out
Man
of here.
City's 10th, hey. Yeah, get him out.
See the theories here on the football capital, conspiracy capital.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
But then look where they are.
Free
Look,
contract.
look, you're right. Pep and Arteta talk to each other.
But let's talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the whole time.
Well, biggest club in the world will get talked about more than the rest,
God,
right?
I swear.
Yeah.
But you know what? On Liverpool's topic, what's happened with Alexander Arnold this season?
Like you said, the whole back line has been.
The backline's even
been
with
shaky.
Van Dijk has been shaky anyways. I don't think he's that great of a defender
Yeah,
to
but
begin
Alexander Arnold's role isn't necessarily tackling. He's moving forward. He's ridiculous. And he hasn't got an assist this year. He hasn't scored a goal this year. He's nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe like you said at the start of the year, fraud, Alexander Fraud Arnold.
I don't know, bro. Honestly, at one point
when you said, I think we spoke about it after Liverpool won the league in that video where you were saying once their defense gets found out, they're gonna start leaking goals. And yeah, you're right. Alexander Arnold's not much of a defender. He's all right, but he's more someone that goes forward.
Put him on the wing, bro.
Well, everyone used to say the confidence in saying that he's England's best right back. Now, I'll take what you're not.
Yeah, but
how is he better than Wan-Bissaka right now for England?
Yeah, but then it all depends how you're going to play. If you're playing with three in the back and you're having him running overlapping runs, you need someone that's going to do the but it all depends on style.
100%.
It all depends on style,
England
strategy, tactics.
Fuck knows how Gareth Southgate plays, bro. Fuck knows, bro.
But you know what the worst feeling is? Is being someone like Arsenal now, losing 3-0, and you have to wait international, bro.
We lost 6-1 and we have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, bro.
That was the worst feeling ever.
You know what? It's like here, sit and think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Yeah, we give you time. You and Pep can chat
please
to each other.
No, think about it.
No, think about it.
But
Do you want extra week? No, but then when we need to think about it after Champions League, now you're playing tomorrow.
I swear to you,
the FA just know you're playing tomorrow.
Yeah, they hate England.
But yeah, guys, that's another week of the Premier League. More crazy shit is happening. Rami is back. It's still on your.
How you going, guys?
How you going, guys? Rami is back.
I never left, bro. I was behind the camera. I told you.
Behind the camera.
This is my new trademark, by the way, guys.
Trademark.
What's going on, guys?
Trademark. Didn't they shut down like a couple years ago?
No, not that. Not the club.
It used to be a Happy Lap at Trademark.
That was the best.
Happy Lap, smoking area, Happy Lap. But
tell you how many times I got kicked out of that.
back in the Premier League, I didn't get in because I had a mohawk. Haircuts. Good shoes, no mohawks allowed.
I always got
your shoes,
because I look like everyone else there.
No Arabs, racist, bro. Trump's running it. Trump's was the owner there. But yeah, guys, look, that's another. That wraps up another week of the Premier League. No Premier League review next week because it's international week. No one has really time for that.
Boys.
But guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're only 10 people away or so from the 3K mark.
Hey, what happens? Whoever's the 3,000th person to subscribe?
Perthen.
3,000 person.
Perthen glory.
Too much Mike Tyson for me, man. But who? What happened? Who's the 300th person? Hey, no, but seriously, the 3,000th person.
He gets a lap
is going to
dance.
shout you.
No, I'll shout you Rami's lap dance.
A dick pic in the DMs.
Yeah?
Yeah, from all the boys.
Is there going to be enough gigs? It's going to be sending for a couple of days.
How about
bro.
this? If you're the 3,000th
It just went from PG to
subscriber.
This is no more
How about this?
monetized anymore. This video is no longer monetized.
The 3,000th subscriber can appear in our next episode. How's that?
What about if he's from like Azerbaijan?
Then, bro, bought you a plane for your ticket.
Kazakhstan.
Pay for your ticket. Bought you a fly in his own
Guys,
private jet.
I'm out of here because otherwise I'm going to be
This is going to
bankrupt.
get expensive.
Take it easy, guys.